Live!
You started it?
Yep.
In the middle of my dance?
Yes, I did.
You know I'm not ready.
I wanted to
It's
share.
very obvious
It's
that
so
I'm not
obvious.
ready to be on this stream.
On the seizure cast.
You can't say seizure.
I can't?
It's racist.
Is it really?
It really is.
Oh man, I apologize to all the
Seizurettes?
Vietnamese? I'm guessing. I don't know which one it is.
He didn't say Vietnamese, ironically. That's just how he was raised.
If I'm not consciously thinking about it, I gotta get some more water.
Go ahead, man.
All
I'm not stopping you. Bring the whole picture in.
All right.
Watercast. So, long story short, neither Johnny and I got very good sleep. Johnny has a new baby, and I am a terrible person who doesn't take responsibility for my own actions. Actually, I do. I still do what I'm supposed to do.
Sure.
It's just like around 3:30 when I'm watching the Mega Man on Genesis Gaming Historian video for the third time, and I'm just like, you know what?
Can we top you off?
You are playing with fire.
No, that's fine.
You're pouring water directly onto your Xbox.
You explaining the sleepy cast to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So around 3 a.m. when I'm watching redundant YouTube videos,
Yes.
I love the Gaming Historian, but I've seen the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I can function on 3 hours sleep.
I'm shiny.
You really. This is why I said I used to do my makeup for the show, but I just kept getting prettier.
Oh
It's
man,
unnecessary.
I'm trying to get comfortable. Butt's riding into the chair.
For those of you checking out the stream right now, we haven't even started.
Haven't even started.
Because the new format is that technically we introduce an idea and then we make a video specifically about it. We cut this up later.
Yeah.
And so it's not even it's a contiguous streaming podcast service, but not really. This it's designed to be individual chunks later.
Yeah. We'll
the
make
whole
it chunks
thing is.
later.
Yeah. But
Actually, that's a social media marketing strategy.
What?
By the way,
What
that
is?
I've been doing.
Oh,
Take like a minute or 30-second chunk of the thing, and then you distribute it over social media, and then people react. Something we're gonna start doing is we're actually start putting subtitles, not subtitles. Yeah, not sub.
won't YouTube do that for us if we just speak clearly and don't say things like Vietnamese?
Yes, but you have to go in and make sure it's correct because it will get some things wrong.
I find it difficult to say Vietnamese. I
I
have to think about it every time.
told you I figured this out right. My mom says it that way.
Yeah, that's why I said.
So I've been hearing that my whole life. My mom, she can't stop talking. About it.
just think about Robin Williams every time,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll just make you sad.
And then
and then you'll
then you go, "Good morning,
Mm.
Vietnam."
Good morning, Vietnam.
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show.
Oh,
We'll do a special intro
if we're gonna do the,
just for people
if
who
we're
are
gonna do
nice
this-
enough to check out the stream.
actually, I just do it from here.
Oh yeah, we have complete control of everything.
But then,
We're
but
playing Morrowind
they need to.
over
Oh man,
What? What?
I gotta shuffle things around to make this work right.
What?
I'll put this over here.
I don't understand what you're doing.
Well, I know you don't, but the display.
Are we off? We're off.
Oh,
Scoot.
Morrowind is still.
Scoot your boot.
Hold on. I accidentally clicked on Morrowind.
I can't believe Morrowind was. I knew I needed to save. I knew it.
Yep. Is it still on?
What?
Morrowind.
Yeah. Maybe.
No, it's not a window that's open anymore.
Excellent stream, by the way.
Hey, you know what? We haven't started the official show yet, so I got that going for me.
You know what I definitely wanted to talk about?
What?
Turtles Rescue Palooza.
Oh, we will.
The thing is, first off, that's going to be really unpopular when it's a bite-sized chunk.
I know, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know what? I'm embracing it now. We've embraced it with our Quack and Cherry channel, but seriously, some people just need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just because it's not. It's ridiculous somehow how people react to things sometimes on the internet. Surprise.
Either way. Good morning, Vietnam, America! I'm Zach Nanimus.
Johnny Depp!
And you've tuned into the WarPod, your one-stop shop for nerd news in the Houston area and the world. That's the special intro just for you guys because you're on our live stream. The rest is going to be chopped up into little bites. And it'll start with me saying, "Let's talk about X," and then I clap my hands, and then Johnny starts talking.
Well, the whole show is still put on those.
Yeah, it's still a show.
But because the audio version is just the whole thing.
What's the viewership like on that?
It's growing.
It better be 0 because you can't view a podcast.
No, you can't.
All right,
It's true.
so
I'm gonna need to grab my laptop.
why?
Because I can't do this. I can't read anything from here.
What can you not see?
Well, I mean, I can do this, which I need to do. Because we're gonna be doing
And I'll type for you.
headlines.
Okay, I know this is a little confusing, but his computer's across the room. And we brought.
I got a keyboard and mouse because we were playing Morrowind on this other TV.
All right, give me the okay.
No,
see.
I'm gonna need my laptop.
Oops.
There's no way around it.
Let's see.
That's porn.
Wait.
What are you doing? If I click a button over here, they're gonna see it.
All
I kind of want to do this.
right.
Probably a bad idea.
All right. So go get your
I
setup.
got
Yeah,
you.
go get your setup, and I'll talk a little bit. Yeah. So Morrowind did not work out like we planned. Because we thought it'd be fun to go for those of you who are fans of Morrowind. For those of you who don't know anything about it, basically one of the options for picking your class is they give you a questionnaire, and we went through it, and they made us a rogue, but they didn't give us the sneak skill as one of our major skills. They didn't give us acrobatics as one of our major skills. They gave us axe. They gave us axe and unarmed, which I can kind of understand unarmed for rogue, but I would definitely put that as a minor skill. And it was just the worst rogue in the world. I got into my first fight, died immediately, and forgot that the PC version has no autosaves. And that's what ended our trek through Vardenfell. But if you want to check that out, we're going to have that up in the next couple of days. Actually, there's going to be I'm going to drop like 6 videos all at once. Because
you need to do the Fallout one.
Yeah, Fallout Catfishing the Wasteland. This one was titled Catfishing Morrowind, because that's what we do nowadays. We become beautiful ladies in these video games, and we see if we can leverage that gender in order to make people like us more, give us gold, give us advantages in games, and unless they're watching the stream, they'll never know that it's 2 mustachioed dude bros. But I really think that that's what the core of the Elder Scrolls series is all about. Actually, all Bethesda games, really. Because if you can't do that, the terrorists win. I think is the thesis there. Now, today we're going to be doing something that we... I don't remember what we used to call it, but we're calling it Zach Reacts now. Because I have a tendency to be a little bit unplugged. As far as like, oh, did you bring me a thing?
You want caffeine?
That looks good. It's 100 calories.
You're fine.
It's 100 calories. So
you'll burn them off just talking during this podcast.
That is patently fallacious.
Oh, fallacious.
Yeah.
I thought you were some sort of phallus.
Not fallacious. That's different.
And fergalicious is also something completely different.
Am I the only person that never had a problem with Fergie?
Oh, absolutely not. I had a crush on her.
But, okay, we say this now. What's the Fergie scandal? Because I promise you, there's a Fergie scandal.
She peed her pants one time.
Yeah? I mean, but that's why you have a crush on her. What was it? All right there, Fryman.
I'm tired.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit about that. What do you think bad sleep is?
What do you mean?
Like how much time?
Oh.
And how many breaks?
What?
Like I woke up once last night.
Oh.
And got about 4 hours. What do you think bad sleep is?
Like just the bare minimum of bad sleep?
Sure. Oh, how much did you get last night? Because you say you got bad sleep last night.
Yeah, it wasn't optimal.
I got 10
It was
hours.
not ideal. No, I got probably close to 6.5.
6.5 is a full night's sleep for me.
If I don't get 8 hours, I'm gonna be groggy.
Really?
To some degree. Yeah. I'm one of those guys. I need 7 or 8 for sure.
Well, isn't that special? All right, what are you doing?
I'm just putting the background.
We got a great background. I love that background.
No.
Love the logo.
But we're gonna do the reacting to the headlines. You just want me to read them?
Yeah.
Because I can actually do this, and I didn't do anything.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Do something. They're watching us. They're watching us die.
I'm sorry. One of these will do something. Oh, okay. Okay.
Did you get it?
No.
So put me on the highway and show me a sign and take it to the limit one more time. Johnny?
Yes.
Did I lose you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You podcast in the strangest way possible.
I'm just trying to get this to work. It's not.
I'm looking at your computer. It looks like you're doing nothing. Like it's just, you're literally just moving the mouse backward and forward, over and over. I don't know why not doing anything isn't working.
The problem was I was looking for a particular item in the OBS that had that was a display capture for the window behind us.
I say skip it.
All right.
I say skip it.
I'll
Skip
just
it
read
like
them.
TMNT.
That's what we need to talk about.
Do we want to talk about Merso X
We need to talk about
and
that
how he
first.
ruined our lives?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Merso X, if you're out there listening, we were dying for the opportunity to give you free publicity. Not that you need it. You're more popular than we are.
The game's kind of broke.
Yeah, all we wanted to do was use our special digital SNES controllers on your game. Actually, we tried with an Xbox 360 controller, and we completely formatted everything we wanted after we learned how, at one point we actually had to, hold the
You were
controllers
trying to do
upside
that. Yeah.
down because everything was just super weird about the way it was working. And this happened twice, by the way. We formatted them exactly the way we wanted.
The first time I thought you messed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get it formatted. We're like, and we go down to OK. And what OK did was it disabled the gamepad. And it was no longer in gamepad mode, but it was also no longer in keyboard mode. So it basically soft locked the game.
Everything was locked.
And that happened twice. So
to get it to work the second time, I actually had to go into the files and delete the
I don't think we talked about what game it is. We're talking about a new game from Merso X, and that's TMNT Rescue Palooza.
Mm-hmm.
And we were excited.
We wanted to play it,
and I'm sure it works fine if you're just sitting at your computer,
with a keyboard.
Yeah, as normal. But we found it nigh unplayable.
We tried.
And the thing is that it looks like a great game. Like, it's a TMNT game where you finally get to play as Casey Jones. Actually, there's a huge number of unlockable characters. Something like 60. I think there's 60 different characters to play as. Honestly, the one that I'm really excited about to try is Super Karate Kid. I really want to play Super Karate Kid.
Oh, he created that game too?
He's made 4 games, or at least that's what's up on, I can't remember which website. But he's got Super Karate Kid, Power Rangers, Beats of Power, Turtles, and they're all kind of like that. They're all established properties. Thundercats.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a new. So there's this really old Thundercats game, and he basically remade it.
You were telling me something about how he's changed the way crowdfunding is done?
No, he's going to change it because here's what he's doing. Okay, all of his games, all of them are free to play, and he's operating as a non-profit. being funded through Patreon. So basically, what he's
so he
doing,
can make any licensed product.
he's creating products
Yeah.
and saying, "Hey, I'm not using the products to make money.
Mm-hmm.
People just like it when I make these products, and so they give me money."
But even with a nonprofit, he can still pay himself as a salaried employee.
Exactly.
So he can still make money while doing it.
Yeah, all nonprofit means is that the company itself doesn't accrue like a war chest. It doesn't hold funds specifically for the company. It means that after it pays everybody a salary, it breaks even. That's what nonprofit means.
Right.
And
that's incredibly smart.
It's smart, but I guarantee you, it is not long for this world.
Oh no, he's gonna get sued anyway.
When that, I don't think he's gonna get sued. I think that just the rules are gonna change. Like, there's gonna be provisions added that are like, if you are providing a service that uses a licensed product, free or not, with the intention of making money by providing this service, then we can kill you.
Murder.
And then he's gonna change it one more time, where he's technically getting gold in World of Warcraft through his Patreon.
Bitcoin, it's not real.
Yeah. But actually watching The Gaming Historian, like, it's taught me, like, every time somebody finds a workaround, lobbyists come in and figure out, like, basically just change the rule. Because Nintendo did that a few times when rental became a thing, because they hated the video game rental market. They absolutely despised it
because it was taking money away from them. People weren't buying games.
Yeah,
which is why they don't like the resale market either.
I think it was Sega was actually embracing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sega was like, yeah, you can have all our games. Because they just wanted people to play them. Because honestly, if you liked a game, how it worked when I was a kid, at least in our house, was that if we were renting a game over and over and over and over again, our parents would eventually just tell us no.
Right.
And so we'd have to either save up money or ask for the game for Christmas. Like, it was literally just a marketing strategy where Blockbuster still had to buy the game.
Right.
But they were still selling copies. And honestly, if it was a really popular game, Blockbuster, actually, we used Video Central, which became Hollywood Video. I
didn't even know it was called that before.
If it was a really popular game, they still needed a bunch of copies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Video Central was called. I don't know if Hollywood was called Video Central before, or if Hollywood just bought kind of a largish video store.
Because when I moved to that area, it had already been moved and was Hollywood Video.
You know what I miss?
The tournaments that Game Crazy used to do?
I never did the tournaments. I was scared.
You were scared?
I was scared.
Oh.
I didn't practice. I didn't
practice it. I didn't practice that much at all, and I got third place in the Pokemon Stadium tournament.
But Pokemon Stadium doesn't count. I'm talking about Soul Calibur.
And they had a DOA tournament, and they had a really stupid Super Smash Bros. Tournament because he did stock instead of time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're different game modes. I know that.
But it's 4 people playing at a time.
Yeah.
So
people have their favorites, but.
But to play stock means that you're so rewarded just for not dying.
Yeah.
But really, you need to be the best player. You need to be the best at fighting people. So.
I mean, well,
he admitted, the guy running the tournament admitted that it was a mistake.
It embraces different strategies.
Different style of play.
It's kind of Hunger Games style where
it's frustrating.
You can survive by avoiding. You can survive by just literally knocking people off. Basically making yourself untouchable. Mm-hmm. No, it's fine.
It's not fine.
People get into these weird like some people literally believe that you have to play Smash Brothers Final Destination no items. They're like, it's not Smash Bros. Unless it's Final Destination no items.
I'm not down with that.
Like Smash Bros. Isn't fun without items.
I think tournament play that people probably do that more because they just want to be. You have to be just purely better at fighting.
This is going to be the weirdest 10-minute segment possible.
Yeah.
Okay, Merso X. I want people to understand this thesis. Maybe we should even put it at the beginning. Merso X. I love what you're doing.
Just do it.
But let us play it. I just want to play it on the controller. That's all. And the thing is that it's still like all digital games, especially indie ones. They're works in progress. But yeah, this is major problem. Please fix. Want to use this controller for your video game and want it to work.
Please.
Yes, pretty please with sugar on top because it looks so good. I just want to play it. You got mad at me because
at one point because you wanted to give up too early.
I gave up. I wanted to give up after it stopped working.
The first time.
Why? How many times do you have to run a failed experiment?
I am an IT professional. And you don't give up after the first time it doesn't work.
Right, because you can't. You're not allowed to. This is a video game. It's something for fun.
I wanted to finish the troubleshooting. That's all there was to it. If I don't, then I have an aneurysm.
All right.
So
well, that's it for that. Merso X. Looking forward to future ventures from you. Gonna download your game at home so I can enjoy it there. And until then, I think Johnny's gonna give us the next topic. Johnny, what's up?
We're gonna do Zach Reacts.
Zach Reacts. Zach Reacts. Zach Reacts. That's how you know that this segment started. The video started. This is a brand new video for some of them.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Most of them.
There's a lot of different stuff, and this is gonna be.
You weren't ready?
I'm opening different tabs, so we can react to all this different stuff. Some of it you have the authority to just say pass, and we don't have to react to anything. All right. If it's just a dumb topic, and then you have the option to actually just start reacting to it.
Don't say minorities. I'll pass every time.
Minorities?
Pass. Not talking about it.
Okay.
No way I'm touching that subject.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear it from me. Not in Pride Week. Come on.
First topic.
Yeah. By the way, happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride.
Have fun with your less clothes on, because that's what they do. A lot of them. That's how people celebrate Pride.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
All right.
A new Ape Escape game may be on the way.
Okay. In order to properly react, I'm going to need to look at the visuals.
We don't have it.
We have nothing on it.
No, because it may be on the way. No one really knows for sure.
Tentatively. And I mean tentatively optimistic.
A demo disc trailer? Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, it's infinitely loud.
Oh, man. I cannot turn it down either. I can turn it down over here.
Is this the game?
No, this is Old Ape Escape.
Are we sure it's not modeled after Old Ape Escape?
This is a trailer from a disc, like a demo disc from the old days.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't do demo discs anymore.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Here's the thing about.
Have you ever played an Ape Escape?
I played 2 of them. I don't know if there's more. And I also played the Ape Escape game that is hidden in Metal Gear Solid 3.
What?
Yeah, there's I don't remember exactly how to get to it. I found it by accident. But like, there's literally an Ape Escape portion of that game if you know what you're doing, or happen upon it by accident, where like you shoot monkeys, and like they're not like Metal Gear Solid style like realistic monkeys. Like they're literally the monkeys from Ape Escape with the little sirens on their head.
I gotcha.
Okay. So Ape Escape is this game that's got a little bit of like Pokemon syndrome, but like Pokemon on speed, because
you gotta catch them all.
No, it took it took the Pokemon franchise a little while to get really weird and anime-y, where like
you could just said anime-like.
Anime-y.
Anime-y.
Unimaki. Onegaishimasu. So, like, by Pokemon White, like, you've got, like, these really, as far as, like, the other trainers and, like, the Final Four and stuff are concerned, you've got, like, and the gym leaders, they're, like, these really out there, like, way too anime-like designs, and they'll have, like, triangle hair, and, like, they're always holding a teacup that's slightly off to the left of one side, because my father took this part of my hand from me.
Question.
So, like, it's way too out there. It's unrelatable. And Ape Escape got there real quick with the second one. They were just it was way too much flash, not enough substance. By the second one, it wasn't not fun. It was just What?
No, I was wondering where you were coming back to Ape Escape because you were just talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, like it got.
But you're saying
really anime like.
Pokemon
really...
took its time to get to really serious anime state.
Yeah, I mean, look at.
And Ape Escape just went off the deep end quick.
I mean, look at Gold and Silver.
No.
Like Gold. Like,
I won't.
Like Gold and Silver, like. The change was you're wearing your hat backward, and like it was still fine and fun.
So it looks like the I was perusing the is it perusing or perusing? Perusian. I was checking out this article, and it looks like it's a Twitter conspiracy that there are people who are just thinking that something they're hinting at is another Ape Escape. So. How does this make you feel that they may be making a new Ape Escape game?
Feel great.
Good.
People should be expressing themselves and doing what they love.
I've never played them. I've heard of people that I've heard people talk about how they really like the series. So I'm happy for them, and maybe I'll try it.
How the game? I really hope it's for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about Ape Escape, like how it started was it was this concept piece for using the dual stick controller for PlayStation, where they would do weird stuff and like it might alienate some players because like you had you controlled the camera with your shoulder buttons because you needed both sticks to do stuff with your items. Like one of them was a remote controlled car, and so you controlled the car with one stick and yourself with the other, and like it started off as being like sort of a vehicle to experiment with control types and interfaces, and so like it's perfect for the Switch because the Switch is the first one to literally just give you two controllers. Like I would love for the next Ape Escape to be like, okay, take the Joy-Cons off the Switch completely, set them down, and like you've got to do it like this, and your pinkies are gonna do the sticks, and your fingers have to do all this. Like that would be perfect. What would that be? Okay, this one is moving my character while and this is left punch, right punch. While this one, this pinky is moving the what would this pinky move? This pinky moves
his tail.
His tail.
They're apes. They don't have tails.
Oh, it's a human, but it can have a tail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the human can have a tail. That's fine.
All right.
That's the tail would be an item that you apply to yourself, and these buttons are how you check people's hernias with that tail.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Next topic.
Touching testicles. Okay.
Jeff Goldblum admits he has never played a video game in his entire life.
I think I read that.
This reminds me of something I heard yesterday
that
made me kind of angry.
That Sam Neill has never played a video game his entire life.
No.
In fact, no cast member of Jurassic Park.
No,
or Buckaroo Banzai. Peter Weller hates him too.
No, I was listening to a podcast, and I won't name the person, but she was saying that when she got married.
Okay, now I immediately know who it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
because she got married.
She got married. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Heller Bride 420.
No, that's not right.
Okay.
I was gonna say the name of her husband, which would out her anyway. I mean, she said it publicly, but I don't want to give her any undue
criticism.
I don't want her to be attacked on the internet because I said something. But so
now I want to know who it is.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
Aw.
You know what? Fine. She said it publicly anyway. So it was Paul Scheer's wife.
Mal Scheer?
Mal Scheer.
Yeah.
No.
Who's Paul Scheer?
June Diane Raphael is her name.
Who's Paul Scheer?
I've told you who Paul Scheer is multiple times. I have. Here, look.
I love how we're like minute 3 into the Jeff Goldblum thing, and you're trying to dox Mal Scheer.
No.
What was her name? Diane Fanning.
Is that the right? God damn, I don't know how to spell his last name.
Paul Scheer of the Scheer Empire.
Well, here I can just do this. Their podcast is How Did This Get Made?
Oh, the guy sounds like Magellan. He's got a gap in his teeth.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, okay. So and Diane McGuffin.
Well, June Diane Raphael is the one here in the front.
I almost ruined everything.
Don't mess with the table.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember you've seen her before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what'd she say?
She said that when they got married, she told Paul. Well, she told Paul before he got married. Well, no. Okay, so one of the conditions
Before he got married to her.
No, yeah. So the condition with them getting married is that he can never play a video game in her house.
Wow.
And she said, this is a quote. She said, "Video games are masturbatory and gross." And I took offense to that because I think that was. I didn't know that we were still living in a world where there was a video game stereotype that was that bad.
No way she's never played Candy Crush. Zero chance.
Well, she also what we found out because they were talking about a movie. I think it was called The Serenity. The Serenity has Matthew McConaughey in it, and he actually it's one of those movies where the twist is they're in a video game, and she differentiates between PC gaming and video games, that they're two completely separate things and they're not in the same category at all.
So wait, so she'll play a PC game.
I don't know that she would play one. She just didn't recognize that they were in a video game. She wouldn't have used those words. She would have said it looked like a computer game, and for some reason that's
computer
different.
game.
Yes,
like from Matthew Broderick.
Right. Yeah. Anyway,
no, I want to keep talking about this.
We get it's the same thing. Jeff Goldblum admits he's never played one, but I don't know that he actually thinks they're that he doesn't.
I guarantee you, Jeff Goldblum is like
He's on another level though.
He was just like called to action. Someone was like, "Hey, you want to play Mega Man 3?" And then like the floor fell out from under them, and he was on the set. And he was on the set of The Goonies. I know he's no screen time. He became the key grip.
I'm gonna read this quote.
All right.
This is Jeff Goldblum. He says, "I know nothing about gaming, even though I've been the voices for what was it called? Call of Duty Black Ops, I think. we were killing zombies, I think. Jurassic Park. I did that thing where I play my character Ian Malcolm, so I'm involved in that."
No. First off, you've got to do
in the Jeff Goldblum voice.
Huh? I know nothing about gaming. I've been voices for what is it called, the Black Ops, I think. We were killing zombies, I think. Jurassic Park, yes. And I did that thing where I play my character Ian Malcolm, so I'm involved with that. But I've never, in fact, played a video game in my life.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Not bad. So that's the.
He doesn't have a distinct voice. He has a distinct cadence.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the fact that he's never played them, that doesn't bother me at all because he's not trashing them. But some people think that they're masturbatory.
I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Gross.
It doesn't bother me because literally everybody plays video games.
It's true.
Like she's just a crazy minority, and she probably doesn't understand them very well.
Right.
And that's okay.
I bet she
would love Secret of Mana.
Right. That's what I came down to. I was like, I don't need to be upset about this.
Yeah.
It's fine. She doesn't know. She's ignorant of the situation, which is fine. That's just the way she wants to roll.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeff Goldblum never playing a video game is cute to me.
Yeah. You could say that Jeff Goldblum had never heard of water.
Right.
And I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm sorry, what are we doing now? We're drinking water to hydrate? I've been meditating with flaxseed."
most anecdotes that include Jeff Goldblum are just the best. I heard one the other day. It was a guy who was just saying that I think someone put a Reddit post about it, asking people if they'd met celebrities just on the street and what were their experiences like. And this guy was like, he said Jeff Goldblum was in the back of a car. Someone was driving this car, and they were in a gas station, probably fueling up. And this guy was at a pump, and Jeff Goldblum motioned him over. He summoned him, and he goes, "Let me see that ring." And he just saw the ring in his finger, and he's like, "Where did you get that? I want to get one of those." And that was like that was the entire confrontation.
I love that he didn't do the whole guy with a lot of money kind of thing. He's like, I'll pay that for it.
Right.
Okay,
right.
What $400? Is that impressive to you? Yeah, I'll give you $400. He was like, let me try to memorize all of this information, and I'll go buy my own.
Exactly. He's just impressed by the ring. He is an interesting person, and I like it. He's up there now with, I think, Christopher Walken in their eccentric personalities.
Now the whole thing about this is that Jeff Goldblum's a pretty old guy.
He's getting there, yeah.
And the marketing for video games was all about youth. Now, when it came over to America, they tried to age it up a little bit. Both the Super Nintendo and the NES, when they were released in America, they had colors taken away from the design. Actually, the design for the NES changed completely, and that was specifically to make it seem like less of a toy.
Mm-hmm.
But they were still ostensibly toys.
Mm-hmm.
They still are.
Technically.
But so like he probably never played, because like around a pretty good time for him to be playing video games would have been like
80s.
Yeah, it would have been like Mega Man. It would have been
cat hair.
Super Mario
all over this.
but not in it.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know, it would have been like Super Mario, and like he probably never played Super Mario for the same reason that in the 80s he didn't own a hula hoop.
Right.
But I thought of it in the same way. And now I don't know how busy he is now. You know what? We should try to get a hold of Jeff Goldblum to find the video game that we think he'll like. Jeff Goldblum, and we'll tweet at him. You know, we'll make this a thing. And by the way, let's say hashtag Jeff Goldblum plays. That's the hashtag. Go tweet it right now. And here's my pick. Jeff Goldblum. I would like you to try Captain Toad for Wii U. I think it came out for Switch as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go buy yourself a Wii U and Captain Toad. I think you would absolutely adore that game.
He's on Twitter. I'm actually surprised. That's all. I thought he would just be too cool for that too.
Okay.
And it instantly suggests that I follow Sam Neill as well.
Okay, the thing is that Jeff Goldblum is incredibly cool.
Yes.
But he's not too cool for anything.
Right.
He's not. He's not like he doesn't give that image.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I saw, I think he was on Jimmy Fallon, where he came out in no makeup whatsoever. He was like, I'm doing this new thing where I just come out as you are. Just come out as you are. And like everybody applauded him. And here's the thing, Jeff. You're gorgeous.
Yes.
So that works for you. It won't apply to everybody. I mean, look at us.
Right.
We got no makeup on today. Sometimes I do my makeup, but my skin's pretty good right now. My nose is a little red, and I'm not sure why. Just tweet the man.
I'm sorry. He didn't have a blue check mark, so I wasn't sure if it was really him.
Oh no, he's not gonna have a blue check mark.
Is he from Pennsylvania?
I don't know.
All right, I'll tweet him.
Yeah, tweet him. Jeff Goldblum plays. Just Mr. Goldblum. All right. Forget you gotta at him.
It's not coming up.
No, he already did.
No, that's not him.
Minifigure.
No, here I can do it right here. I'm doing it all.
Oh boy.
Wonky. No, I can just do it right here.
Oh boy.
See?
Will this tweet out or is this a private message?
It can't private message unless he's following me too.
That's right. Okay. Add Jeff Goldblum. It has come to our attention that you've never played a video game.
Uh-huh.
So, we would like to make a recommendation.
We would like to make...
We would like to make a recommendation.
To make a recommendation. I'm probably spelling that all wonky. Oh, yep.
And we probably have to assume that he knows nothing about gaming. We think that you would enjoy the game Captain Toad.
It's called something... That's not the full title.
Isn't it?
No. Treasure Tracker.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. And we'll say published by Nintendo, and then he can get the rest of the details himself. Was it for Wii U?
Ooh.
Yeah, we should tell him everything.
Excuse me. You can get it for Switch.
Okay. Captain
I
Toad
think
Treasure
that's-
Tracker for Switch. For the Nintendo Switch.
For the Nintendo Switcheroo.
Okay, and you said that instead of the. You said, that game, Captain Toad! You know that game, Captain Toad! The game Captain Toad for Nintendo Switch. Hashtag Jeff Goldblum plays.
I'll make sure I spell his name right.
That's gonna confuse him. Perfect. Tweet it out.
We love you.
Hashtag we love you. Okay, and we'll see if Jeff Goldblum picks up the ball. Next one, Johnny.
Oh, this is actually something I did pull up in one of the other tabs here. So, not going to call these guys out because they've been friendly.
Oh no, we have to. What are we talking about?
You don't have to introduce.
What are we talking about?
Robert Pattinson.
Let's talk about Robert Pattinson.
Okay, so not going to call these guys out at all. But I read this on Twitter because I follow these guys, and they have basically their image. They tweeted this out because it's like their big topic for the show they're doing for their podcast. That Robert Pattinson is no longer doing the Batman movie.
Is that true?
No, it's not.
Wait,
But-
how do you know they're wrong?
Because I looked into it, and
Who said they're wrong?
okay, they could be right, but the evidence that I think this is it's kind of circumstantial. It's not hardcore proof. But what I did was I started Googling Robert Pattinson in different combination of words, and most of them there was no, when you just Google his name, it wasn't coming up immediately that he was dropping the Batman movie.
Uh-huh.
But I did find an article that was in almost all the results, and that headline for that article from I think CBR, it's a misleading headline, but it gets clicks. And these guys got fooled by no. CBR is a bigger comic book news site. But so what the headline said was something along the lines of Batman actor Robert Pattinson drops movie.
Okay.
So they assumed, as I did when I read the headline, that he's dropping the Batman movie.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, but you read the article and it says, "Oh, he's not doing the sequel to this movie called Heirloom." No. Whatever it was. He's not doing the sequel to this movie that he did before.
The thing is that
It's a misleading headline.
it's a cliche to say this man needs no introduction,
Mm-hmm.
but at the moment, Robert Pattinson needs no introduction. Oh, Robert Pattinson! Okay, yeah, he's doing a Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's important.
Right.
I guess they may be trying to like rebrand him
Mm-hmm.
because like everybody if you don't know who Robert Pattinson is, real quick you can say Twilight movie.
Right.
Real quick you can say Sparkly Vampire.
Right.
Which honestly, when it comes to Batman, still kind of a sparkly vampire.
Yeah. But anyway, I didn't want to, like I said, I don't want to throw shade on them or anything like that. I just thought it was it's a lesson to be learned. Just read at least part of the article before making your entire podcast about this one topic.
Is it still nothing but shade being thrown at Robert Pattinson or
No,
Batman?
it's people are finally easing off of that. Like they're taking their foot off the gas a little bit.
It's a boring. Bruce is a boring character.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, absolutely.
So like, it kind of doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
They could have got Raquel Welch. Is she dead? Did I make anybody sad by saying a dead person?
I don't know.
They could have got Will Smith. He'll do anything nowadays.
Yes, he will. He's on a. She looks alive.
Most people look alive in most of their pictures.
Yeah, but there's a born date and there's not a deceased date.
Maybe it's a mystery.
Maybe she's a ghost.
Yeah.
Have you watched Good Omens?
I've seen the first couple of episodes.
Yeah.
You're not a fan, are you?
No.
Oh, I love it.
I figured you would.
I just haven't finished it. I read the book.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Tara Frank is on. She's almost on the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So I just popped in when she was, different times when she was watching it.
Oh, that's a show you can't pop in on.
I have, and I've gotten most of it. Like I understand mostly what's going on.
Right, but to actually enjoy it, you need to get used to the characters a little bit.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna like that show.
Why? Because it's sacrilege.
No,
Because you're a good little altar boy, ready to just spoon up the sacrament and whatever else the man is gonna feed you.
Did you hear Did you hear about the petition going around?
Yeah, to cancel Good Omens.
Not cancel Good Omens, to have Netflix no longer air it.
Oh,
and it's not on Netflix.
You see, the thing is that
Netflix actually responded to it. It's funny.
That when I saw it, it said petition to have Good Omens Good Omens canceled from Netflix, and like I didn't even catch that.
Yeah,
I thought, and somebody was like, "Don't tell them," and I was like, "Right, it's funny because it's a limited series."
That too.
Yeah,
it's based on a book that's it's done, and but they're also asking the streaming service that doesn't even air it to not air it anymore.
The world of Harry Potter is based on a finite number of books, and they can't stop milking that cow.
That's true.
Oh my god! Although I didn't.
But
mind.
this book ends with the end of the world, doesn't it?
What do you want me to?
Oh, I don't care.
You want spoilers?
No, you know what? It doesn't matter. Don't spoil it for them.
Okay. So
next article.
What are we talking about?
Actually, this might be a short segment. I'm curious if you're excited for Cyberpunk 2077.
Let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077. Am I excited for it?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
It looks like a game. It literally just looks like a game.
I'll be honest. Like a lot of this excitement that I've got for it is because other people are excited for it.
Just for Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. I want to touch his body.
No idea how uncomfortable I am right now.
I don't. Why are you so uncomfortable?
I'd use the bathroom.
Cool. We're gonna keep going, I guess.
Yeah, we are. We have no choice.
All right,
dude. Okay. This was years and years ago, but I had to take. I love that this is gonna be the first thing we talk about in the Cyberpunk was me almost crapping my pants in defensive driving. Because they had it at a Golden Corral.
And that'll make you crap your pants.
It really will.
I've got a weird relationship with Golden Corral right now. Because part of me
Golden Corral, I don't know if it's in other states.
I think so. They have national commercials.
It's a nasty like country kitchen buffet.
It's not that bad.
It's awful.
But there's one near.
The food seems fine, but you always feel like you're eating inside a dumpster. You're not eating You're not eating out of the dumpster, but you're sitting in one with your plate.
Don't touch the floor.
Yeah.
No, there's one near the house, and I work from home, so sometimes I want to go out for lunch because I just don't like being at home all the time. But I go, and there's like 2 or 3 fast food restaurants right around that Golden Corral. And so I'll drive up, and I'll like, man, maybe I should just eat a Golden Corral today for lunch. I never have. I just drive near it, and I change my mind as I'm entering the parking lot.
Golden Corral has that magical ability to as soon as you get into the parking lot, implanted in your brain is a message. I've made a mistake. Yeah. Some people don't listen. Many people don't listen.
It's true.
Okay, Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, okay, so
Cyberpunk 2077. It looks like honestly, what we saw at E3 was nothing but
Keanu Reeves.
A cutscene. We saw nothing but a cutscene. And I'm expecting you're gonna walk around in a game, and it's gonna be an open world thing. There'll be vehicles. There'll be guns. The thing is that, and this is a problem with like a lot of modern games, is that they don't embrace their own theming.
I think this one does.
Huh? Oh no! It's embracing its aesthetic, not its theming.
No, it does. It does embrace the theming. I think is that one of the.
Well, how do we know?
One of the aspects.
I'm 100% speculating this is going to be a game where you walk around, get in vehicles, and shoot people, and you're a cyberpunk because they say you are.
I'll say one of the ways that it embraces the theming is that you have hardware and software modifications. Because you are it's kind of similar to.
That's literally just weapons and abilities.
Let me finish.
Okay.
But one of the cool things that lets you do is you can always rework your skills and stuff because it's just like having the software. Like you just redo the software in your that it's implanted, and then you can change. You after you fail the mission, you can go and just respec and get right in there and do it again.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
And that's something they say it's going to be in the game?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, all I've seen is the trailer.
A lot of there's I haven't seen a lot of the gameplay itself. Mostly it's cutscenes that I've seen too, but a lot of reactions from like some of these people from IGN.
Is it out?
No.
Okay.
It's not coming out till next April.
Right.
But I don't know if this is still going on, but I was on Amazon and it's $10 off the base game if you pre-order it now. And what's nice about that is they don't charge you until they actually ship it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and did that.
Well, actually, that's kind of that's a conversation that, like I know on Indiegogo, for example, they charge you the money right away. Mm-hmm. That way, you don't have a surprise charge waiting for you later.
Right, which is cool, but you do get that money back if it's a failed
Kickstarter campaign. Merso X. Oh wait, you don't crowdfund.
The actual headline that we were looking at here says Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition and Pre-Order Bonus Guide, Xbox One and PS4 E3 2019. Uh-huh. So I guess they're talking about the Collector's Edition and what comes with that. Ooh.
Yeah, this is the latest thing is that they're giving away toys and books and stuff.
I love this shit. What?
What?
Did you see the price tag on that?
Oh yeah. Okay, for Final Fantasy VII Remastered, the top tier is $300.
This stuff is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it really is.
This is $249.
You're gonna have to handle the stream for a little bit.
Yep, go for it.
I gotta go to Golden Corral.
that's
what I call going to the bathroom.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over this a little bit while you're gone. So let's see. The collector's edition will come with a collector's edition box. Fancy. It'll also come with what is it? V in action, 25 centimeter, 10-inch. That's the same thing. Statue depicting the game's protagonist. So it looks like the statue is him driving, like the motorcycle is down, driving into this dude, while your hero of the game is flying off the bike with guns in hand, or at least one gun. So that's a cool statue, I guess. It's not huge. It's 10 inches, so not even a foot tall. What else does it come with? It comes with a World Compendium. So it'll come with a book, probably like an encyclopedia, different stuff in it. Postcards from Night City. Map of Night City. So that's actually one of my favorite bonus things that you can get with collector's editions is the map of the area that you're playing in. Traditionally, a lot of the Elder Scrolls games did that. Morrowind did it. So did Oblivion, and I have another one. I think Skyrim did it too. So those are always useful. They actually is something that actually has use while you're playing if you wanted to look at the map. There's a collectible steel book, and probably the guy that encases the discs. Embroidered patches. A guide to Night City, so it looks like a little cool thing there, like a little just novelty piece. Quadra VTech metal keychain. That looks like a car keychain. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. Oh, the guide to Night City is sealed in an evidence bag. So a nice little touch there. Digital content that you get is game soundtrack, art book, a digital art book. That's not cool. Well, I don't see the bonus. I don't see why that would be useful unless maybe you do some fun stuff with it in Photoshop maybe. Cyberpunk 2020 source book and wallpapers for your computer. All right. It looks like you can pre-order Doom Eternal as well, so that'd be fun. I don't see a collector's edition for Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal is a game I'm actually very much looking forward to. Doom 2016 was an absolute great game. Let's see. What else can we talk about? We should probably talk about something that we're not going to talk about when Zach gets back. I can talk about what I've been playing since... Looks like Batman turns 30 how a superfan got Hollywood to redefine the Dark Knight. So this is about Tim Burton and yeah, this is boring. What we should talk about is actually what I've been playing. I've been playing The Elder Scrolls Legends, which is the card game. And we talked about this a little bit on another episode that we had. But I've had some more time with it. I've been playing it more. I'm still going to complain a bit about the price of buying new cards in the game and just playing through the game. Like basically like a single player against, you're playing against the computer. There's a campaign where you actually have a little bit of a story. It's not graphically even interesting. It just shows little pictures and tells you what's happening, and there's voice actors talking at you, and it's little short cutscenes, and then you play the game. You play the card game. But even to play the different acts that they have, it's a ridiculous amount of money. In fact, I think to buy all of them is like $50 or something like that, which is absolutely insane. There are different levels of, like, you don't have to buy a $20, $50 groups of cards and the single player and all that kind of good stuff. You can actually buy smaller cost packs, but it doesn't seem worth it to me to do that, because to build a proper deck in that game, you got to spend a little bit of money. I actually decided to spend about $20 on the digital cards. I've stopped it there. I put a cap on it. That's all I want to spend right now. But if I keep playing this game, I'm easily going to spend what would be like a regular retail price for a $60 video game, which I don't think is a good idea. I don't think that's a good business model, but I think it's working, so they're going to keep doing it.
I don't know why I'm surprised after switching to Raisin Bran. I really don't. All right. I don't want to get too graphic here, but it's my understanding. I was going through like a post on Imgur, and it was like stuff that guys experience that women don't.
Oh, no.
And one of them is poophoria.
I don't know what that means.
Poophoria is like after you're done pooping and like you've had the pressure inside you, and they're like, oh my god,
let down.
It's finally done. I don't have that feeling anymore. Okay.
I was just talking. We finished going over the collector's edition.
Did you tell them about your?
And then we were talking about
your Elder
Scrolls Legends. Yeah.
No, I was talking about your collector's edition. You got the Skyrim one.
I did.
Yeah.
I got the Skyrim one, and I got the. This is embarrassing. I also got the MMO Elder Scrolls Online special edition, and then I played the game for like a week.
You played it for a whole week?
Roughly.
I made it catch it.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I didn't mind the game that much, but
I hated it as soon as I started summoning and desummoning my normal horse.
I know, you've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about now?
I was talking about the card game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still want to stream it, so you can teach me all about it.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do that later.
No.
What do you want to talk about next?
I got another headline here that says DC Comics is shuttering their Vertigo Comics imprint.
Let's talk about Vertigo Comics.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about this.
So they're shuttering Vertigo Comics imprint.
Mm-hmm. They've been producing like some, lately what they've been doing is like stuff like Hex Wives and stuff like that.
So some of the better known ones in here, the Sandman, Preacher, Y, The Last Man, Fables, and Lucifer.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you one thing. Like, I read the most recent Sandman. So they tried to release like 4 or 5 different books as like the extended Sandman universe, and I really didn't like it. Like, there was this thing that happened in the second Michael Bay TMNT movie where like Krang started telling the Shredder like where to find these pieces of the Technodrome, and like it was like straight out of a video game. He's like, one of them is in South America, one of them is under the island of Manhattan, And like it was very obvious that it was coming from a writer who was heavily influenced by video games, and it may have been their primary. It may have been the primary way in which they learned how to tell stories. Because like I used to fall into that trap too when I was designing like D&D games, where it'd be like, okay, there are this because I love Zelda, and it's like, okay, there are the 7 things to go get. And the thing is that it makes it really staid. It makes it really inflexible, and it doesn't put too much importance on characters. And I read one Sandman book, and it was literally, you have magic now. There are other magic things. You're going to have to go find them. It's like, okay, so you set up every story to be a fetch quest. You set up every single story to be a fetch quest. And like how I just described it is almost exactly how it was said in the books. I mean, comic books are an excellent medium, but the industry as a whole is kind of dying.
It's been doing that for years. The
last 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, much longer than that.
They've been dropping off, but like the major players are seeing massive reductions in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
losing money.
But it's been on the slow decline since the early 2000s. So it's saying here that many of the current Vertigo books will wind up under the umbrella of DC Black Label,
right?
Now representing stories from ages 17 and up, and they're talking about these 2 other DC Kids is actually going to be a line. So they're basically cutting them up based on age group. Right, and they'll go in the different like DC Zoom apparently.
Well, because like that's kind of what Vertigo was. Vertigo was
more mature.
It was everything that could have been a novel.
Right.
Like that was Watchmen. That was the that was Watchmen. That was V for Vendetta. That was Sandman. Why was really good too. The thing is that this does feel like a marketing ploy to me. It's like, okay, these books aren't doing great because they're not Superman or Batman.
Yeah.
And so
it looks like they're just shaking it up, I guess, to make it more obvious what's age appropriate for readers, because they're gonna have the 3 different categories: DC Kids, DC Zoom, which is plain old DC, and then the Black Label.
Why is plain old DC Zoom?
I don't know.
That's stupid, honestly.
I don't know. They're just rebranding it.
It should just be DC.
Yeah.
So is the name of the company DC Zoom now, or is it still DC Comics?
It's still DC Comics.
So how do I read a DC comic? What if I don't want to read a DC Zoom comic, a DC Black comic, or a DC Kids comic?
Then you're not reading any DC Comics.
So they're not making comics?
They're making comics.
But I don't want to read Black, Zoom, or Kids.
Then you're not.
I want to read DC Comics.
If you're not reading any of those 3, you're not reading DC Comics.
That's the stupidest thing. It's
not that stupid.
It's like if McDonald's was like, all our burgers are deluxe now. It's even the juniors, even the ice cream. Would you like a water deluxe? No, I just want a water. Well, we don't sell that. We sell the water deluxe.
Right. So get a water deluxe.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just names,
I mean,
categories.
It's due to low sales. You know, and they'll
try anything at this point.
Yeah, they're just rebranding because they're not selling well with Vertigo's. Honestly, it probably has something to do with layoffs.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, and also layoffs are handled oddly in comic books because layoffs are like super common. You know, it's not like, oh no, we're gonna have to liquidate the mailroom. It's like, no, our creative teams, like, they were. Like, the writer was supposed to do this book. The book is done or canceled. They're gone. Mm-hmm. You know, and that happens all the time. It's a gig economy. Mm-hmm. So, me personally, I'm gonna miss Vertigo. Like,
oh, it doesn't matter to me. I've never read any of those comics anyway. But a lot of them are gonna.
You haven't read all the best comics?
Mm-mm.
Why? Why don't you read good comics, Johnny?
I read some good comics.
What?
I read some good comics.
Like what? Gideon Falls?
That's a very good comic.
That comic book about a house, about a shed.
It's a barn.
Okay. But yeah, DC Comics. You didn't have to rebrand. Just say you failed. Just say it.
Just say it.
Just say it.
Say it out loud.
Just show
say
show
it.
a little bit of humility, and we'll come back. Promise. All right.
I'm not super happy about the rest of these, but we're gonna see if we can get through them pretty quick.
Okay.
Box office: Toy Story 4, number 1 with 118 million U.S. Bow, clears 238 million globally.
Let's talk about Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4, Johnny. Have you seen it?
No, have you?
No. Looks like we're done here. Okay, no, there is this one thing. So I was at a Target.
Keanu Reeves is in it.
I was at a Target like 3 days ago. All right, and I saw the most amazing thing I'd ever seen in my life. For those of you who don't know, it's not a spoiler because it's been all over the promotional. There's a new character called Forky. And Forky's thing is that Forky was a toy that was made by a kid. Like there's like gum to like put little like bottle caps for feet, and there's a pipe cleaner that's wrapped around for arms and googly eyes on the convex side of the fork, of the plastic fork. And because he was fashioned into a toy, he is now alive. All right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
You play with vibrators a lot.
Yeah.
Now they're all alive.
Well, I mean, I put googly eyes on them. That's just my art. That's how I express myself. No, they're selling Forky at the action figure for $14.99 at Target.
It defeats the spirit of Forky.
It really does. Like, there should be no Forky
Here's
action
good news.
figure.
Here's some good news.
You make him yourself.
Here's some good news for you.
Okay.
Frank is doing a child's program where she works, where they're going to make Forkies.
That doesn't sound great.
Why not?
They're going to make Forkies. You know what I'm saying? Go to the local library.
Okay.
Support your municipality.
Get over that part of it. They're going to be making action figures. They're making Forky the way that Forky was made in the movie.
Okay. That's cute. But why would anybody buy Forky? I want to meet the person. This is the same Target that I saw Batman and Robin on Blu-ray for $24.
They overcharge for a lot of stuff at Target. They do.
Do they like not selling products?
I don't know.
Because it's Batman and Robin on Blu-ray.
There's a lot of people.
Who wants to see more pixels?
There's a lot of people out there, and I've met some that just think Walmart, they are too good for Walmart, so they shop at Target. So they just buy all their stuff at Target. Sometimes they pay too much for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're better. So you gotta pay for it.
I see my local Target employees a lot at HEB. Okay. So, Forky. Don't buy Forky. If there's anything to take away from this, if there's a title to slap onto this, don't buy
There was
Forky.
another headline I saw in here. I didn't...
Well, okay, yeah.
But Toy Story 4, although it's doing really well, apparently that some people are saying, even though it's like over 100 million, that's actually kind of low for a Disney Pixar movie.
It's just for opening weekend, right?
Yeah, they're even saying that just the launch of the... They're saying that's a soft launch. Like, that they should have been higher.
I mean, that's not necessarily surprising.
But it's whatever to me. I don't care.
The thing is
Whatever.
that it's Toy Story 4. I mean, it's got to die eventually. I love all the stuff that Matt Pat's doing.
How dare you?
Because he's talking about, like, how, like, the anatomy of toys in this world, and, like, especially when it comes to, like, Sid. So Sid was chopping up his toys, gluing them together helter-skelter, and you know what they did? They survived.
Yeah.
The individual parts of a toy survive. And the thing is, like, hand in the box, right? Like, he's just a hand. So, like, that hand, like, got its own personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so toys are immortal, although they seemed to fear the prospect of being incinerated, right. So toys only die by committing suicide. Because they have to find a way to completely eviscerate themselves, or they'll live as this scattered mess with individual
Okay,
parts.
that makes me uncomfortable, and I no longer want to talk about Toy Story. No more.
Yeah.
I
mean, don't you remember the end of Toy Story 3
nope.
where Lotso...
I haven't seen it.
Oh, like...
I know that they're about to get incinerated, but I don't know the conclusion of the movie.
Oh, the end bit is
Don't tell me.
You don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
You're gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it.
When?
Soon.
No.
Before I see Toy Story 4.
Okay, is it gonna come to a surprise to you that the bad guy loses?
No.
You know what? Honestly, if I had only ever seen Toy Story 1, and somebody told me that the bad guy in Toy Story 3 loses, I would have been like, bad guy? Why is there a bad guy?
There's a bad guy in the first one.
There's Sid.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. And the other bad
Screen
guy
Rant was talking about.
The other bad guy is their situation.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Mary Poppins.
Right.
Like the thing that bugged me the most about Mary Poppins.
Homelessness is always the enemy.
There you go. No, what bugged me about Mary Poppins was the Colin Firth character, where he was like, I am the evil banker.
Colin Firth. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That took me a second. Yeah.
Like, Mary Poppins doesn't need a bad guy.
No, it doesn't.
It's a character piece. It's about relationships.
Yeah.
And how we grow as people.
Yeah. Yeah. The bad guy in Mary Poppins is bad parenting.
The bad guy in the bad guy in Toy Story is jealousy. They get in all the trouble that they get into because Woody's jealous of Buzz.
True.
All right. Either way.
You want to talk about Stranger Things?
Let's talk about Stranger Things.
Well, didn't it? Okay.
What do you want to say about Stranger Things, Johnny?
The last trailer came out.
You want to watch it?
No.
Why?
We can, but they can't see it.
It's a live react. Okay. Final trailer. Go to the final trailer. We'll give you 10 seconds.
Stranger Things 3.
Stranger Things
final
3.
Trailer, Netflix.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad?
Yeah.
Why do you say it's gonna be bad?
Because Oh wait, stop it.
It won't maximize.
It's not supposed to.
Alright, fine.
Okay. Alright. Oh, the Zoomer's still here. Why is she dressed like Weird Al Yankovic?
11?
Yeah.
Oh.
You are going to have to let us stay.
It doesn't make sense. I closed the gate.
She closed it.
What if he never left? What if we locked him out here with
Who's
us?
the Demogorgon?
Yeah.
He want to attach himself to someone again.
It better be the Rat King.
No.
New host.
That looks cool.
Let's go through something. No matter what happens,
Who's
we
that?
have to stop him.
Ted.
Together.
We are going to end you. We are going to end your friends. Then we are going to end everyone.
That's Hop talking.
Our kids are in danger. We need to end this.
We can fight.
We need to end the end before the end ends us.
I need you safe.
The Ooze.
The Secret of the Ooze?
I need you to trust me. Holy mother of God.
Shit's going down.
Okay. I mean, like, I didn't like the second season.
Why not?
Because, like, the first season, like, what I loved so much about the first season was that it was this really, like, interesting idea dealing with, like, one plane on top of another, and there were twists and turns. And then in the second one, it just kind of became a monster movie. And not written nearly as well. And this one is like, it's going full tilt. Oh, what if the monster attacked again? What would happen then?
No, what you have here, you have a Matrix problem. It's the same thing that the Matrix had.
Mm.
And it's you see this a lot in things that are where they have sequels, but the first one was fantastic, and the second, third one are not. Is that you can't have you can't have a movie or a show that good 2 and 3 times. It's just not possible. Like Netflix, not Netflix, Matrix. The Matrix can't have that great reveal 2 and 3 times.
No, you just have to adequately expand on the idea. How about, okay, what if the Upside Down was a place not that different from our world, almost completely identical until the Demogorgon came and literally destroyed everything, and so there would be like refugees from the Upside Down coming into our world, but they're slightly different and have like abilities and quirks.
That didn't sound better than what they did.
It doesn't sound better than what if the shadow monster was as big as the sky?
No, I don't know. I didn't hate the second season. I thought it was fine. I mean, better than fine. I think it was still great. I still think the first season was better, just because you're going into it fresh. Once you've been in that world for a while, it's hard to keep people interested.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but there were like some specifics of like what 11 is up to. Like some of it didn't make any sense.
She was looking for her mom.
Something like, or
yeah, she was looking for her mom.
There were others like her, and they were like,
yeah.
"You should be bad," and they were like, "I'm enjoying being bad. Go do a bad thing. I just like being bad now."
that episode was bad.
Yeah,
I hated that episode. But the rest of it I liked.
Also, I don't like the little red-haired girl, the Zoomer.
Oh, she's fine.
I don't understand like why she's part of it now.
Because she wants to be friends with these guys. Well, actually, they want to be friends with her because she has the highest score on Dig Dug.
Right. Which, you know what? That's a fine plot for Stranger Things.
I love it.
Yeah, that's fine. But there was a thing like I think she hits her brother with a car, and she's like, "Told you, Zoomer."
Yeah, there's some cheesy lines in
Yeah.
it. Yeah. But overall, I like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're acting like kids.
I suppose, but you know that was also it's almost got like a little bit of like a Kick-Ass syndrome, because what we've seen time and time again in Stranger Things is that no one has the power to do anything except for 11.
Yeah.
Everyone else is playing at it and trying to convince themselves that they're the masters of their own destiny when they just aren't, and that's an interesting idea.
Well, that's not entirely true, because what's his face is really good with a bat.
Okay, but like 3 scenes later, they are unloading into the Demogorgon with Tech 9s.
Yeah.
And nothing changes. Nothing.
And I think that added an interesting dynamic to that second season, because 11 wasn't there, and they're just kind of until she was
there. She was absent so that we could have a little bit of drama. Because otherwise she would have solved the problem.
Right, and they were floundering, like they didn't know what to do without her, because like there's only so much they can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's really...
and that's why I think that to a degree it has Kick-Ass syndrome. Kick-Ass, the first movie was all about you can't play at being a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna fight crime, you have to be a criminal. Mm-hmm. You have to, they have guns. You'll need a gun.
Right.
And Kick-Ass kind of grew up during that movie and embraced that, and was mentored by people who already believed that. And then in the second one, the bad guys come and they've all decided no guns. We're supervillains. Supervillains don't use guns. Come on, Kick-Ass, you won't need guns either this time. For
that second movie was definitely
no
not very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all we got.
That's all we got. That's all we're doing today.
We are, yes, an hour and a half in. Yeah, we're done.
What do you want
to talk about?
We could take a quick nap. On the stream.
Oh man, that sounds like.
Let's take a quick nap for the sleepy cast.
Yes.
All right. Let's just put our heads down right on our desks.
Oh, I thought we were gonna.
No, right.
Okay.
Oh, you want? Huh? Oh, back to back.
Yeah, I was gonna like.
Hey, Forrest.
Yeah.
Forrest.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what. You don't want to get your head down in the rain. Oh, I'll lean against you, and you just lean against me right back.
Yeah, but there was fat rain, sideways rain. There's other types of rain.
Forest?
Mm.
I want to go home. Ugh. What? Push the button, Frank.
I don't remember Forrest. I don't think Forrest said anything when.
No, he didn't.
So I just decided to make a noise
No,
instead.
he said, okay.
Oh, that's right. That's what he said. Damn it! I fucked it up.
Okay.
Stop streaming.
Stop streaming.
We need to take